you sound like this when you speak English?
I am very tired. It was very good. I am very happy.
But you would like to sound more like this, right?
I'm exhausted.
It was fantastic. I'm thrilled. If your grammar is good, but your English still sounds simple, stay with me. I'll show you how to go from beginner to advanced in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Quick fixes. This one's simple, but very effective. One of the things you can do to sound more advanced is to stop using very. Instead of saying very all the time, think about alternative ways of saying the same thing. Let me show you an example. Instead of very small, try to say tiny or minuscule. It's a tiny mistake. Ants are minuscule insects. Instead of very good, try to say fantastic or excellent. You did an excellent job on your project. The movie was fantastic. Instead of very tired, try to say exhausted or worn out. I'm exhausted after that long meeting. Or you look worn out. Get some rest. Instead of very hot, say boiling or scorching. It's boiling outside. Let's stay in. Or the sand was scorching under my feet. Instead of very loud, say deafening, something that makes you deaf. The music is deafening. Turn it down. See, very easy, right? With this simple change, you can actually make your English more advanced. You still don't believe me? Look at this text. Let's read it together. Yesterday was very hot. I was very tired. My friend cooked a very good dinner, but the room was very small and the music was very loud. Let's see if I can make it more advanced by using these alternatives. 3, 2, 1. Let's read it again. Yesterday was boiling. I was exhausted. My friend cooked a fantastic dinner, but the room was tiny and the music was deafening. See? This very small or tiny change made your English a bit more advanced. Now, let's make things more interesting. Step 2. Replace simple words. There are some words in English that are overused by students. These words are simple. They're very good words, don't get me wrong, but using them all the time shows that your level of English is not that high. You need to learn some advanced alternatives to simple overused words. I mean, look at the verb think. It's a very good verb, but if you use think all the time, you're showing that your level of English is not that high because you don't know good synonyms for think. Instead of think, what else can you say? Try to say believe, assume, or consider. I believe it's going to rain tomorrow. Let's consider other options before deciding. Don't just assume you are right. Check the facts. Instead of show, try to say demonstrate, display, or reveal. Let me demonstrate how this works. The data revealed some surprising facts. They displayed their products at the fair. Or instead of tell, you can use inform, notify, or even explain. Please inform me when you're ready. We will notify all customers about the update. Let me explain what happened. Instead of tell you, I say explain. What else? Instead of start, you can say begin, launch, or initiate. Ooh, fancy, right? Let me give you some examples. Let's begin the meeting. Instead of let's start the meeting, we say let's begin the meeting. They launched a new marketing campaign. We have initiated a partnership with another school. Wow, fancy words, right? Now let's end this part. Oh, instead of end, you can say finish, you can say conclude, or you can say complete. We will conclude this video in 5 minutes. She finally completed the marathon. The movie finished late last night. Now that was step 2. And using these alternatives to basic everyday words can really elevate your level of English. You don't believe me? Look at this text. I think we should start the meeting soon. Please tell everyone to prepare their notes. We must show our new ideas and end the session on time. Instead of these simple words, let's use more advanced ones in 3, 2, 1. Let's read it again. I believe we should begin the meeting soon. Please inform everyone to prepare their notes. We must demonstrate our new ideas and conclude the session on time. See, by simply changing the basic words to more advanced alternatives, I have elevated my level of English. Now, let's get to the advanced part. Step 3. Using noun phrases instead of verbs. This part might be a bit more difficult than the previous 2 parts, so pay close attention to what I'm trying to say. Generally speaking, noun phrases are more advanced and more formal than verb phrases. What do I mean? Let me explain. For example, look at this. Consider. It's a verb, right? What is the noun form of consider? Consideration. If I want to use the noun form in a sentence, I need a verb. I don't want to use the verb consider. I want to use the noun consider. So what should I do? I should find a verb that collocates with consider. Now stay with me, don't panic. You just need to memorize the correct collocation for the noun consideration, and that is take into. So instead of consider, try to say take into consideration. Look at this. We will take your opinion into consideration before making a decision. Please take into consideration how this change affects the team. See? Instead of saying, please consider how this change affects the team, we're making it more advanced. Please take into consideration. Wow. And yes, this part might be a bit more difficult than the previous 2 parts, but you've got this. Instead of decide, what can we say? What's the noun form of decide? Decision. And what's the collocation with decision? Make a decision. We need to make a decision by tomorrow. Have you made a decision about the offer? Instead of discuss, what's the noun form? Discussion. And what's the collocation? Have. Have a discussion. Let's have a discussion about the new strategy. They had a long discussion about the project's future. Next one is improve. It's a verb. What's the noun? Improvement. And what's the collocation? Make an improvement. You have made a big improvement in your pronunciation. The company plans to make improvements to their website. And instead of agree, what can we say? Agree is a verb. The noun is agreement, and the collocation is come to an agreement. We finally came to an agreement on the contract. The 2 sides came to an agreement after the negotiations. Fancy, right? Using these noun phrases and collocations instead of verb phrases can really improve the level of sophistication in your English. You don't believe me? Let me show you. Look at this text. We should consider the feedback and decide what to do. Then we will discuss the results. When we agree with each other, we will improve our plan. Now, let's replace these verbs with noun phrases. In 3, 2, 1. And now let's have a look. We should take the feedback into consideration and make a decision on the next steps. Then we will have a discussion about the results. When we come to an agreement, we will make an improvement to our plan. See? Now that sounds more advanced. In this lesson, we covered 3 steps of replacing replacing basic words with more advanced alternatives, and replacing verbs with noun collocations. Putting the 3 together can really improve your level of English, and it has nothing to do with your grammar. This is just your vocabulary knowledge. If you want to have the summary of this lesson in a single PDF file so that you can review it again, simply click on the link above this video, and on my website you can download it for free. Go ahead, do it right now. Do it. Have you done it? Great. You can also find the link in the description of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, click subscribe. Now here is your homework. Go to the comments section of this video. Try to use the 3 steps that we discussed and try to make some advanced sentences. I will check all the comments and I will reply to you. See ya.